Here, Shrikey, 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 Shrikey. Here, Shrikey, Shrikey, Shrikey. I don't know what I'm doing, but hey, welcome back to the tournament. Once again, round 2, qualifier, whatever, you know how it works. This is the last game in that round. I can speak sometimes. Gonna be between Tarnarmour playing as random as usual and Shrike playing as the coalition again as usual. Gonna be a pretty fun match here. Again, I think these players are pretty well balanced. The map, of course, fire-based crew, like it has been for the last 6 rounds. Or 5 games or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's get into it though. Tarnarmour rules coalition, and I feel like whenever you play random, you roll coalition like most of the time. I don't know. I know Catharsis one time was playing random, and he rolled coalition like 6 times in a row, and he was just like, why? Shrike here playing also. But yeah, look at that. Their timings are almost exactly the same on LAV fabrication right there. So, looks like pretty similar builds from both of them. Let's see, it was 4 on CUs for Tarnarmour, and I believe 4 on CUs as well for Shrike. So they really are doing basically the same thing right here. Also moving out with the base burner, although Tarnarmour has stopped right here. We'll see if he moves further out, see if he stays where he is. I always wonder if I should move out with my base runner or not, because I really hate taking damage on it in the early game, but at the same time, you know, I don't like the, I don't like it when people move their base runner on me and drop a turret on my second or something. It's usually pretty effective. So I'm always kind of wondering, like, should I even, like, should I move out with my base runner, should I not? It's hard to say. Tarnarmour making quite a number of LAVs right here. You should be able to get this probe with it, but the probe will scout 1... 2, I think. I think he saw 2 of them there. Isn't that nice so we can actually tell now? Thanks, Majir. Thank you. Looks like both sides making 4 LAVs. Tarnarmour gonna go up to 5th though. Don't think Shrike is. And he continues to make him. There comes a 6th. So he's getting armor 1. So he's very dedicated to this LAV play right here. See what he's able to get done with it. Turrets are going to be ready in just a couple of seconds here. And that could change this whole fight, of course. So the armor, of course, showing its hand right there. Tarnarmour's going to get the first kill. Focus fire is better for Tarnarmour as well, and he's going to get the second one quite easily. But now he starts shooting the base burner. He starts shooting the turrets, so we saw that. This guy shouldn't be here. That's pretty dangerous. Oh, look at that, they get away. But this guy here... No, they all got away, look at that. But this one did get killed afterward, of course. And I think 2 LAVs just went down right there. This one, does not want to fight in there, I don't think. One LAV going to go down here for Shrike, though. And Shrike is getting the assault pack. He's getting the boost. Tarnarmour wants to make sure he doesn't chase him up the hill, though, and he won't. That turret is actually quite low, only at 200 health, and so it could easily be shot down. If Tarnarmour can get a slight LAV advantage, which it seems like he's in a good position to. I'd like to see him tech to AV fabrication though now, get another support cruiser, or a support cruiser that is, you don't start with one obviously. But still trading very efficiently. This is going quite well for him I think, and there's the support cruiser from him. I'd like to see him click on AV fabrication, but... Or maybe he wants to go rails off the back of this, I guess it's hard to say. The AAV trades are still, you know, they're not bad at all for Tarnarmour, and I think he's produced a lot less and lost about the same, like, you know, they have the same force on the map now, if you know what I mean. No, they've lost exactly the same number of them, so, I don't know, it looks like it's really convincing for Tarnarmour, but I guess it's just even. Shrike now with a damage upgrade, I guess we'll get to see which one of those is better. Looks like armor wins over damage, huh? That one's Shrike's. They killed each other! Have you ever seen that? They killed each other. Look at that. Nicely done. It is going to be railgun fabrication from Tarnarmour, and I worry he ought to get some more upgrades for these LAVs now, because he's going for railguns, you know, that means he needs something to handle the the number of LAVs that his opponent is going to have, because they're going to be better. It can't be a turret because he's way over here. Although actually, look at that. A turret is going down and the LAVs haven't seen him yet. Oh no, the LAVs do see him, but They're going to push in after the turret is down, which allows it to get like the maximum number of shots possible there. Carrier production upgrade coming out now, and 2 LAVs have gone down. A third took like a shot, but that doesn't matter too much, I suppose. These guys kind of running in piecemeal, though. I like to see them group up before they go in like that. This is not too good. The turret was excellent, but these two have just kind of killed themselves. 1 LAV of very low health, so that is true. But now with the carrier production upgrade, he's able to make 2 at a time. He should be able to overpower Shrike's LAVs here. It's just been like a constant stream of LAVs running to their deaths over here. I love it. AAV fabrication now coming down from Tarnarmour, so I guess he sees he needs those. I would have liked to see that before railguns, I think, in this case. But it is kind of hard to tell, of course, whether you need that or not. This base runner can live, he just needs to go to the support cruiser. LAVs are going to give chase, but he should move out. Yeah, he's going to. And I think he should be able to save this base runner right here. Either that, or he'll take good kills off of his opponent. Although, actually, yeah, I don't know. Definitely move to the support cruiser, though, with this base runner. And maybe even the turret would be good, but we'll see. Focus fire isn't bad for Tarnarmour, though I would like to see him shoot at the damaged one first here. Oh, and he's going to do it. So he kills that one, he kills the other damaged one. Focus fire is still coming in, so that's very good. And just with better production, he's able to kind of push Shrike back here now. Let's look at the units lost again. Still almost dead even. Of course, Shrike actually has lost 1,500 Cs because of the probe there. That's what you're not seeing here. Fighting underneath the support cruiser, though, that's going to give an advantage to Tarnarmour, but Shrike still has the upgrade advantage. And he's getting damaged level 2, so he could get a big upgrade advantage at this point. And yet, despite that, Tarnarmour's still managing to hold him off quite nicely here. The scoreline is 2-1, so that's nice for Shrike. 2 AAVs out on the field now. Tarnarmour making another support cruiser, getting onto 3 bases, and Shrike is still only on 1. He is making a support cruiser, though, so that is good for him. This is looking pretty good for Tarnarmour, and the carrier production upgrade for Shrike just now coming in. I think Tarnarmour has some momentum. I think he should try to push here, try to weed out this turret, and then get control of the middle again. And he is making railguns. I feel like that's what you would do if you were going to push out like that. So I like this. I like this from Tarnarmour. I like this position. I think he should definitely start pushing now. Doesn't look like he's going to, though. Is this fully saturated? Yep, that is. Oh, that's not. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's only got 5 salvagers over there. Support cruiser here, trying its best to get through the carrier because he's stupid, I guess. Yeah, support cruisers do that. If it weren't for that, I would say that the way he did his eco here is very efficient. AAVs are going to weed out the turret right there. That means that the LAVs do have a little bit of a window to, you know, be annoying, do a little bit of damage. And these are fully upgraded LAVs. Tarnarmour showing a lot of respect to this turret. I really don't think he needs to. Turret will go down now. There is another extraction coming out for Shrike, so Tarnarmour needs to get control of the middle here now. If he had pushed a little bit earlier, that would have been the big advantage. Uh-oh, I see this. Yeah, that's a good move from Shrike there, and Tarnarmour probably needs to see it coming and back away. He's probably going to lose a support cruiser here now. He sees it, but a little too late. So that support cruiser goes down. Things are starting to look good for Shrike now, actually. He's not making a support cruiser, though, so that still is difficult for him. He still is behind in economy, I would say, despite the fact he took out that support cruiser. That evened things up, but not all the way. Support cruiser, of course, will simply be rebuilt by Tarnarmour right here. I mean, I suppose he does have his main fully saturated to Shrike, so that's a little good for him, but... You can tell by those numbers, by the way. 1 out of 2, 2 out of 2. That's how you can tell how many people are on there. So it's very important to make sure, especially after you've been attacked a couple of times. Like, okay, I've still got 6 people on here, right? I think this base runner will go down, but it'll get the extraction out first, which is nice. Actually, it doesn't have to. If he comes back, Tarnarmour can smoke this, but you have to be very quick. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. So the base runner will go down there. And he's kind of allowing Shrike to extract again. I think these two AAVs ought to be dispatched over to the extraction zone to make sure that that can't happen again, because that would put him to 4. And 4, of course, is 1 away from 5, if you didn't know. Quick maths. And that's when you win. So I think these AAVs ought to move out to the extraction zone here. Of course, he's also still got a couple of LAV problems here, but these ones are very damaged. I wonder if they'll actually be able to take this fight here. Tarnarmour actually moving his carrier out there, so that'll be fine. He sees the extraction now. He really needs to move out there and stop this. They're going to try to run back, but they get caught by these AAVs right here, so this is a nice little engage by Tarnarmour. And he can finally stabilize on these 3 bases. He sees the artifact extraction now. He's going to move out there with his units. That's good. That's what he needs to do. Shrike now making a support cruiser. He's just now finally getting onto 3 bases here. I feel like this is very late. But he's done good interference, so Tarnarmour really is only now getting onto 3 bases himself. Oh no, why are you backing away? You should go here. No, 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 my friend. Okay, so this artifact is going to extract. That's not good. That's not good, because if Shrike is only 1 away, I mean, he's been able to extract up until now, and these railguns also taking a mad efficient engagement right here. Smoke was good, but just not quite fast enough. And now he probably needs to move these 2 AAVs back over to that side to cover that one. He also has to worry about this fight going on right here. A lot of stuff to worry about at the same time. These are unupgraded railguns, so the AAVs can chew through them pretty quickly here. I like this. I like this a lot, but I still don't think they're going to be able to take these railguns totally. Shrike now beginning to move out with his carrier. You know there's no support cruiser here, yeah? In fact, there's no salvagers there either. That's kind of an interesting choice right there. LAVs managed to get in, so they're taking a nice little fight here with the salvagers. The support crews are getting really damaged now. I hope the AAVs are going to be here on time and they can smoke. Yep, there comes the smoke. That's good. Oh, it's close, but it'll go down. And now he needs to get rid of these LAVs, of course, before that smoke expires. Probably wants to throw another one on there pretty soon. Ooh, it's very close, but he does keep it. Oh, man. The smoke actually Shrike hiding inside of it. Gonna be able to kill the support cruiser, I think. He is. So that's a good pickup from Shrike there. Very good pickup indeed. Now Tarnarmour gonna have to replace it again, and he's making another one, probably to militarize his carrier here. But he absolutely must hold this extraction. Shrike should probably be producing a base runner at this point. Yep, there you go. Tarnarmour still has the bigger army, he has the bigger economy, I think. So it's not looking so bad for him, but he does need to make sure that he can hold this extraction and take a good fight in the next fight, because the next fight, I think, is going to basically decide this game here. LAV's coming in for a bit of a run by. There's 2 AAVs guarding each of the bases. That should be fine for Tarnarmour. I don't think he's going to take any losses here. I suppose they almost could, but if the support cruiser comes here to heal, which it is, that'll also make things take longer. These upgraded LAVs are amazingly good. Like, I can't believe they're getting such value out of themselves. But yeah, this attack easily deflected by Tarnarmour, but I really wanted to be more active on this side of the map with these AAVs, try to like gain some space, I feel. Probably wants to move out now with the support cruiser to his main. And maybe another one can accompany his army as well. But no, the carrier's probably better at that. And that is indeed what he's going to do. So the support cruiser is splitting back up to get to their various positions. This one going to be a little bit damaged, but not too much. I like this from Shrike. I like this. Just kind of relentless attacking back and forth, but This one will be pretty easily fended off, of course, because it's just 3 very, very damaged LAVs. They may get this logistics module, though. There you go. And here he comes again with another attack on the side. This is excellent stuff from Shrike, really. Now there's 3 AAVs here, though. Tarnarmour beginning to wisen up to exactly what he needs to hold this off. Smoke is down already. AAV's getting hounded. The carrier is here. They're definitely not going to be able to find a window there. So Tarnarmour has done a good job then of holding off this aggression. And with all these railguns up on this position, he's not going to get pushed on this side of the map by the carrier or anything significant. I really think he needs to start pushing out now. A cruise missile! Shrike, you dirty man. That's just rude. That's just rude. Yeah, now he's going to have to replace this base here. But he is moving out now. And his railguns are definitely going to take this railgun fight. I mean, it's like 3 on what? 10? Like, I don't care if you got high ground. You're losing that. And he has armor, whereas his opponent does not. The LAVs come in again, though. These AVs need to back up. Oh, but they have to cover the artifact, and he may lose another support cruiser here if Shrike decides to go for it. But this could also be a carrier kill right here, honestly. LAVs are coming in to try to backstab the railguns there, but there are AAVs here that can smoke them. I'd like to see the railguns push up now, and that's what they're going to do. Artifact will be stopped, and suddenly Tarnarmour looking like he's in a very good position here. Floating quite a bit of resources. I'd like to see him first off make that assault cruiser. I see he teched into it. That'd be really good in this scenario, but also make another... Oh wait, look at that. He already has a support cruiser here. I stand corrected. Yeah, right, because he only lost 1 there. But now he's beginning to look very dominant on this map. He can start extracting. He can start... I don't know, really, I think the assault cruiser is an excellent choice right here. I'd love to see him make one of those. Railgun's good too, though, and he's making quite a few of them. And these LAVs really think they're going to get something here. They will, you know, I mean, they'll get a couple of kills, but... Oh, Shrike, my boy, you left this guy on 5 health. But this is a madly inefficient engagement here, taking on these AAVs and railguns with LAVs, you know what I mean? Cruise missile's about ready though, and I worry Tarnarmour could get cruise missile here. He's quite bunched up. You can see he wants to start returning the favor, wants to start attacking his opponent's economy as well. I like that move a lot. Cruise missile is launched. I imagine it's right there. Yeah, but it's going to miss all these AAVs here. It gets the 4 rails, but I don't think that's really what's Shrike's problem right now. And another army is coming up from this side here as well. Bunch of eco damage about to be taken here by Shrike. And an assault cruiser is on the way. I like this. Now railguns are also a good choice because he can maybe go for this carrier kill here, and the assault cruiser is going to be the hard counter, the hardest counter there is to any assault cruiser shenanigans, or sorry, any LAV shenanigans. And Tarnarmour is just mopping up the field here now. Look at this. Definitely has gotten control over that. Getting these railguns up on the high ground, I like it a lot. There's a chance he could lose his carrier in sort of like a tragic engagement here, but I think that's really the only way he loses this game, right? There's the extraction. He always needs to watch the extraction, but he doesn't want to fight carriers here because that would not be good for him either. He should probably smoke his carrier to avoid taking as much damage as possible. Get back out of here. One salvager going to go down as well, or sorry, all the salvagers going to go down on that side. He's totally chased Shrike out of his base, but his army is not supporting his carrier here. So smoking the carrier, that'd be the good move, I think. Just avoid taking any damage here. Ooh, this is getting a little risky now. So T activates the missiles. They do a lot of damage to carriers. That's good, but you got to back away here. Move in with the railguns, back away with the carrier. Get to a bunch of support cruisers that can heal you up here. Make sure you're going to win this fight. This is getting a little hairy now. Carrier's at half health now. He really needs to move away. Power Reserve 3 also would be good, but you got to get going. Oh dear. Railguns are here, but they're not targeting the carrier. Okay, smoke comes down. That's good. And Shrike has put everything into this fight right here, all of his units. They're all going to get taken out, of course. I think that was an assault... No, that was a support cruiser going down right there. He needs to smoke the carrier again if he's got AAVs. If he doesn't... Oh, this is so close. Shrike has lost everything. The only unit left is the carrier now. But he may still win this. Do you remember that game with Mask of the Red Death that he played that he won? So Tarnarmour, you gotta use the tactical missiles there. Those things do so much damage on the carrier. I think producing AAVs would have been really good here too. Smoke up your carrier, keep it alive for a little bit longer. And make sure these railguns are targeting his carrier. But this is gonna be really close. Oh no, I think Shrike has it. Shrike's gonna take it. Oh. Oh, what a robbery. So Shrike wins by the powered up carrier. Oh, I know how many times that's happened to me. It's quite frustrating. And Tarnarmour couldn't actually back away from his carrier. It's important to note there because the cruise missile was ready and that would have ended things as well. So, what to do in that scenario? Mostly what Tarnarmour did was correct. But he needs to back away faster. Once you recognize that your opponent has a stronger carrier than you really need to back away. Get AAVs to smoke yourself, get support cruisers healing your carrier, and then railguns to do the damage. And those assault cruisers, if they had used their tactical missiles, this would be at like that much health as well. They do like a lot of damage to carriers, so that's pretty unfortunate for Tarnarmour. Good game from Shrike there. You know, if you can't win, like, how do I say it? If you're getting taken out in the middle of the field, you know, go for something like this. Sometimes it works, right? It worked for Yola Swagons, I can tell you that much. So, round 2 is done now, and I'll be moving on to round 3 tomorrow, which that's chronological, should make sense to you. And then we can move on to round 4, and so on. But I will see you then.